What up, guys? So, this is the Bolt Sniper in the PTS, and this is how I built it. I gotta say, there are two perks that are very interesting on the Sniper. Well, there's a few, but the two that really stood out to me for the Bolt Sniper were these two perks that I'm about to show. The Strong Start, which is really good. You know, the first bullet gets extra damage, and then Strong Finish. The last bullet gets extra damage. So it really does kind of, you know, it basically plays in a better way if you just continue to shoot and make sure you empty your mags. So you are getting a total of, I guess, what is it, 75% for the first shot, and then like 25% for the last one. And I think the Bolt Sniper is actually a really fun weapon to use. It's one of my favorite weapons. I've used it quite a bit. I played Sniper a lot on PC recently, so I had to try out the PTS Bolt Sniper. And I think it's really good. I think it's a really, really strong weapon. Now, I'm also using the ability to get my grenades back for headshots. I definitely should have thrown a grenade there. I start off this operation, you know, like I do many operations. pretty sloppy, but I definitely clean up for it by the end. And not to mention, this is still a pretty, you know, this is still a pretty sweaty operation. Solo Ruthless, for whatever reason, feels, I've just recently did a solo absolute, and solo Ruthless still feels a little tough because of reasons like this, where you're about to see me get absolutely swarmed by majors, and this is what I was talking about as far as a sloppy situation. But okay, so the Bolt Sniper in the PTS, I think overall the Bolt Sniper just feels a little bit better. I should have brought out Vantage Point. I do not have Vantage Point on this build. But I am using the build where the first shot out of camo gets extra damage. So I get a lot of extra damage. Now here, see, look at that. That is the sloppy business with this operation. I play at this light for the rest of the operation, I swear. But the thing that's funny about that is I went for a shot to get my health back, and then a major just went straight into my scope with the blocks. Yeah, they just literally just went right into my scope with the blocking, you know, blocking with the swords. It was actually kind of sick, to be honest. It is pretty cool. I mean, I do have two grenades here. It's kind of my fault. I should have thrown a grenade. Yeah, here I'm just getting a little bit too comfortable with the weapon I'm using, and then I miss a parry. Absolutely wild. But nah, it's honestly okay. Since I have purification, I'm able to heal myself with the camo, and I'm also getting my grenades back. With the headshots. The Sniper's in a really good spot, and I didn't want to jump into any sort of absolute solo yet. I didn't want to do that yet because I definitely just wanted to kind of try out the Bolt Sniper perks. What I plan to do is jump into solo absolute with the LF, because the LF is a very strong weapon, and I know any sort of different type of perks on it are going to be very noticeable. And yeah, I also want to, of course, I want to try out the PTS version of the LF. But for the Bolt Sniper here, I gotta say, I was actually really enjoying it. However, in situations like this where I'm getting basically cornered, however, I am able to parry out of it. Getting cornered with the Bolt Sniper is kind of rough because obviously you have to aim down the sight, and sometimes that can just be that can be an issue when you're getting mobbed. But still, see, I have two bullets right here. That bullet right there had extra damage. Luckily, I was also able to get that armor piece right there from the gaunts. That's also really satisfying, getting the parry, the gun strike, and then landing the headshot with the bolt rifle or the Bolt Sniper. And yeah, so far I am enjoying the PTS as far as just everything and what it has to offer. I can't wait for, obviously the next PTS, because I believe the next PTS will be Horde mode. And I'm definitely curious on how they plan on doing that, because right now in this PTS, the only thing we are missing, I mean, outside of the fact that they buff a few new perks here or there, and overall balance changes, I assume, will be in the next patch as well. But so far, I haven't seen really any sort of difference as far as, like, the balance of the game. Ruthless is pretty crazy, as you can see here, but I have a Melta grenade, so I'm trying to jump through the mobs here, and then use camo, and then I want to drop the Melta, and basically just try to win this fight through that. The Melta's so strong with the sniper, dude. It is so powerful. The sniper, so the perks for the sniper so far, what I've seen, they are still the same, basically. So I don't think they buffed or tweaked any regular perks, but I haven't played any other classes really besides the sniper. Oh, there was a dude. Honestly, I have no idea how I just kind of spitfired off of the ramp there. That was kind of a sick little glitch, I guess. But that was still a little bit of a sketchy situation. The reason I'm rolling through all these enemies right here is because I was getting impatient. And when you get impatient in these operations, that's when bad stuff happens. However, I do have this nice gallery here where I have pretty much a whole range of majors just sitting here waiting for some headshots, and I was definitely looking forward to trying that out. So in my experience, considering the first shot of your sniper gets extra damage, like, you could potentially just reload your weapon every first shot. At least I think you can. I didn't really want to try to exploit anything like that. I wanted to try my best to get through the mag, and then just get some bonuses off the reloading as well, because the Bolt Sniper does have some reloading perks. But still, so far I gotta say the PTS changes have been overall very, very good. And yeah, this Melta situation with the sniper, I'm having a lot of fun with, I gotta say. I definitely plan to take that with me into solo absolute. And I'm also looking forward to using the Bolt Sniper on this Zoanthrope, but as you can see, I'm getting pretty mobbed here. I do have 2 stims, which is the benefit of playing Ruthless over Absolute. I do think that's the one big change. Holy stagger, by the way. I almost died there because of that. That was wild. that is the Zoanthrope playing really well at their role to basically just be a nuisance. This whole situation, yeah, like, the only difference between this situation and what you see in Absolute is the fact that I have 2 stims, basically. And with Purification, stims aren't really that important for Sniper. It's definitely overall important that you use your stims wisely, but Sniper can definitely get through situations without stim packs, and that honestly really helps out the class to just be able to use Purification. And then also you're getting your headshots, you're getting grenades back, so you can just use the Melta again. The Sniper overall is just super, super strong, and I definitely enjoy using the Sniper. Going into solo matches with the Sniper also feels good as well, because of the ability to practically just, get into camo whenever you want with squad renewal. You can drop the Melta, get headshots, get the Melta back. It's just really good. But okay, this is the Hive Tyrant in Ruthless. This situation here is basically to land headshots with the Bolt Sniper, and not to mention I wanted to tag the Hive Tyrant back, because I am going to I'm pretty sure I put out the heavy bolt rifle video before this, and I am sure of it because I did. I don't know why I'm saying it like that. But yeah, so this Hive Tyrant recently just he kind of took me out. He kind of took me out in the boss fight because I just wasn't putting out that much damage with the heavy bolt rifle on the heavy. And yeah, I definitely got caught by a couple too many swings. So I wanted to make sure that I basically ran it back and I took out the Hive Tyrant using the Bolt Sniper, hopefully something that will do more damage than the heavy bolt rifle on the heavy. If you haven't seen that video, definitely feel free to go check it out. But basically what happens is the end of the boss fight here, the Hive Tyrant was at 1, literally 1. One bot killed him at the end, and I died on a mortal wound, which ended up, so I had to go respawn. But one of the bots took him out. At 1, so I was feeling pretty salty about that. But I can't really say, like, I should just delete the footage or anything, because it was basically my organic reaction to using the heavy bolt rifle with the heavy, so I just wanted to make sure I got my thoughts out in a fluent and basically just in a fluent way, where I was able to, basically say how I felt about using the heavy bolt rifle as I was using it for the first time. But the bolt sniper here is a little bit different. This is, obviously I'm playing a sniper with the bolt sniper. Nothing's really different here. There were a couple things I wanted to point out with the heavy, not the heavy, sorry, with the bolt sniper, basically with the bolt sniper perk set. There's also one other perk that I didn't talk about, was the one where if you get a headshot on a major, you can get your armor back, and it has like a cooldown. It's really good. A headshot, I believe it's a headshot finish. So you want to make sure you basically headshot majors in executionable status. Oh, and this Heavy Tyrant fight is still pretty difficult as well. This is obviously basically a solo queue, ruthless. But the damage that we are putting out on the Hive Tyrant is better than what I was having with the heavy. I will admit that, because the headshots with the bolt sniper just work very, very well. But still, I have a few bots here are kind of just circling around, and yeah, I don't know, getting a few parries really helps out with this fight. Basically, just getting the perfect parries in order to get gun strikes. Now here, basically, I just wanted to pick up the stim, but getting the stim literally got me damaged. So sometimes I want to point out that with the Hive Tyrant fight, you're likely better off just fronting him, making sure you can, tank his aggro as far as dodging and parrying, making sure he doesn't hit you. And then as soon as he puts his attention off of you, then you go for the thing you want to get, right? Sometimes I feel like I go around and I get hit by the Hive Tyrant just because I'm trying to pick up items that are like next to me, and it's like it just makes it an awkward dodge or something. So yeah, the Hive Tyrant fight, you're basically just better off sometimes just being in front of him. Now I gotta say that the bolt sniper, the issue with the bolt sniper in this fight is I am getting some headshot bonuses. So the damage overall isn't too bad. But you gotta keep in mind the final shot and then the first shot perks on the bolt sniper it basically means that the middle of the mag is getting less overall DPS than the first shot and even the last one, I guess. So I guess it really depends on how you want to play it. I really don't want to say that you should be able to just shoot and then reload and then shoot and reload and just play off the first bullet the entire time. I'm not even sure if that works, but that is the idea that kind of came to me as I was watching this, and basically I figured, hey, what happens if you just reload every time after you shoot? Do you just get a permanent 75% damage bonus? But you're still likely just better off just getting through the mag and hitting some headshots. Regardless, hitting consecutive headshots are going to get you your grenade back anyway, and potentially your, potentially camo back as well if they are, basically eliminations. Right here, I do have a good range on the Hive Tyrant though, so I am able to get some really nice chip damage. I do have a Guardian Relic, I do have a Stim, so I felt pretty confident at this point that we are going to take out the Hive Tyrant. Honestly, dude, it's so wild. It is. I was playing on the same difficulty with the heavy, using the heavy bolt rifle, and it did legit feel a bit harder to play with the heavy against a Hive Tyrant in solo, I guess. But it's likely mostly due to the fact that the heavy bolt rifle just isn't balanced for heavy, and I don't know. The damage was similar to a standard, the standard auto bolt rifle with tactical. It was kind of weird, which I did recently. I did jump into a Hive Tyrant fight with the standard auto bolt rifle, and it was on absolute. But I actually don't think there's that much of a health difference between ruthless and absolute anyway. I think the difference is more about the resources. So I mean, potentially this Hive Tyrant fight is basically a solo absolute Hive Tyrant, I guess. I don't know. You feel free to correct me in the comments about that. But I'm pretty sure the health between an absolute Hive Tyrant and a ruthless Hive Tyrant is similar, if not the same. It's something like that. But still, I'm still able to get some good shots with the bolt sniper here. I was able to get some good parries, and without too much trouble, we were able to take this Hive Tyrant out. at least it was less trouble than when I was using the heavy bolt rifle with the heavy. So I don't know. I'm definitely happy that I was able to tag back the Hive Tyrant. And I even have a Guardian Relic here, but I didn't need it. So I don't know. Maybe Purification. Maybe that's what separates the sniper from the heavy right now, is just how strong Purification is. Maybe getting the Meltas back with headshots, maybe that separates the sniper from the heavy. But when it came to the Hive Tyrant boss fight, the first shot that I was getting from my mag was being boosted, and as long as that was a headshot, I was getting some good damage. And yeah, that's a 22,000 damage operation. Felt really good. Felt really good to get that. That was a good run. I'm glad I tagged back the Hive Tyrant.